Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm at Forest Hills Memorial Garden Cemetery between Vandalia and Tipp City, Ohio. I know people that are buried here, family and friends, so I'm going to show you guys this cemetery. It's not a very big cemetery, but it's a nice one. The average plot anywhere from $500 to $1,500 here. It's a pretty nice little cemetery. You don't have, really the elaborate, grave sites that you do it with them, but overall it's pretty nice here. It's a pretty small cemetery in general, and to show you guys the sights and sounds of it, this is near the little angel statue right here. This part of it is. So we'll get a look at some of the grave sites here. Yeah, I have family and friends that are buried in this cemetery. Just put some flowers on a grave site, which I'm not going to name, of course, but it's a pretty nice little cemetery. It's Saturday afternoon, February 7th, a little bit of ice from some of the snow that's melted away. Right here. Yeah, this is on North Dixie Drive between Vandalia and Tipp City. Right here. Here we got a statue of Jesus right here. I believe this might be Christ the King statue, possibly. I'm not for sure on that, but there's the entrance thing to the cemetery right there. I don't know how, yeah, right there, little entrance to the thing. And they got plenty of space here for burials. McCormick right here, a few of the families that are buried here. Overall, this is a pretty nice cemetery. You don't have a lot of really fancy grave sites, but you don't really need that. That's not really what counts. But these plots, you get these anywhere from $500 to no more than $1,500 for a plot here, and it's pretty nice here. And I might make this a one-part video. I might do a second part of this. I don't know yet, but yeah, overall this is pretty nice through here. It's a little muddy today, but yeah, here in this part of the cemetery, I'll cover this here in a little bit. You got the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John statues right over here in this area, and that's pretty well the main part of the cemetery right here. I believe this is an above ground burial, possibly for cremations or ashes right here. More things are wrought by prayer than of this World Dreams Tennyson. Very nice little thing. And here's people right here that are here. These might be above ground burials or right here. I don't think there's any mausoleums on this cemetery. If there is, I don't really know where they're at, but yeah. This cemetery is probably, I'm going to say probably 20 acres, maybe 30. You could get a good wide view of the cemetery. It's not a very large cemetery per se, but you don't really need that, you know. Here's more of the families that are buried right here. There's the Matthew statue. Right there, Sergeant U.S. Army from Korea. Some flowers right here on some of the grave sites. Here's some real pretty wreaths right there. Overall, in general, I don't think a whole lot of people in the area know about the cemetery unless you probably live close by here. I mean, it's probably not a very well-known cemetery in general unless you live in this general area, or unless put these flowers back in this vase right here. For somebody's flowers got blown over by the wind, so put those flowers back for the Davis family. Just put those flowers back in the vase. Here's the statue of Mark for Mark's gospel right here. The Felipe family right here. Ward family. I'm not sure what this smaller one symbolizes. Maybe a baby or something. I'm not exactly sure on that, but they've had a few burials here recently. Here's some fresh ground right here, but given the fact that it's winter time, it probably takes a little bit of time for the ground to before they can probably sod it with grass in a couple months. Right here. Yeah, overall, this is not a bad little cemetery. It's pretty nice. Snyder family right here. I'm just making this I'm probably only just gonna do a one-part video on this today. There look like there might be a fresh, I don't know how fresh that site is, but it's Master Mason Fellow Craft Area. This is probably one of the nicer grave sites right here. Ecclesiastics. This quote's right here. Book of Ecclesiastics. I'm going to walk a few more minutes and then I'm going to end this one because I got to be getting on out of here. Wish I had more time to do a couple other videos of this, but time's kind of short today. There's a little gazebo right there. I'm probably not going to walk over by that today. I'm just going to cover this from the field. This part right here, big cross right there. Yeah, some of the snow is still covering a little bit of the grave sites yet, but that's okay. A lot of it's going to be melting away today, but it's pretty muddy outside in general. I'm going to cover a little bit of this and then I'm going to in this one. You are my angel, beautiful statue, beautiful tombstone right there. It looks like Henry family. And I don't know who this other one is, but June and Sheridan. I don't see the last name here, but Roberts family, Martin family, in love and memory of Morris Lee, Mary Elizabeth Martin. It looks like they've had several recent burials here because you see some fresh ground. So these look like they've had several burials here just recently. As I see some fresh sod and some fresh grass on the ground right here. There's some bouquet of flowers. Garden of the Bible statue over here with the Lord's Prayer. With the Lord's Prayer right here. The Lord's Prayer, Our Father, who art in heaven. And the Garden of the Bible. This is a pretty nice little statue and memorial right here. I don't know what's going on next door, but you could even see at the very back there, that's some of the newer parts of the cemetery, so they're not going to run out of room here anytime soon here. So they still, you know, got a decent amount of space in this cemetery. One would be led to believe that. Mary Louise Burns right there. Yeah, I did 3 separate series on woodland last year. One with the fall color, one just regular in the peak of summer, then another one on All Souls Day last year. So it was pretty nice to, you know, get to cover Tolentino right here. That's an Italian name, Tolentino. I'm going to do a little bit, show a little bit more of the statues by the 4 Gospels, and then I'm going to probably end this one here. Yeah, they've had a few burials here recently. I estimate maybe 15 to 25 in the last, probably this year alone, right here. Yeah, here's another fresh burial site right here. Yeah, since when I was here last summer, there was definitely a lot more, you know, grave sites since the last couple of times right here. Looks like a lot of fresh besotted ground. But anyways, YouTube, that's going to be it for this one from Forest Hills Memorial Garden Cemetery.